Then they fired shots at our car from the truck. There were 7 to 8 gunshot holes in the car. When that happened, I didn't know who sustained gunshot wounds. I opened the door and stepped outside the car. I realized that my robe was soaked with blood. When I looked inside the car, our Venerable Abbot of Win Naimmitarane monastery was found dead with his head down. There were 7 to 8 fire shots from the fought truck toward us. The abbot was dead. My head was injured, and I also sustained injuries from the shattered glass. When I got outside of the car, I said, "How brutal you are. How brutal you soldiers are to the monks." To be clear, there are military officers and soldiers. I want to clarify that. One of them replied, "We didn't know the car brought monks. The windows of the cars were closed. We thought the vehicle was carrying our enemies and fired shots." They admitted. The lifeless body of the Win Naimmitarane abbot was inside the car, and I was outside of the car. They added, "Don't come near the car. Keep your distance." The driver sustained gunshot wounds in his hand. His 3 fingers were shot off. I sustained injuries only from the shattered glass. They said, "Keep your distance from the truck and give us your mobile phones. Give us your mobile phones and do not contact anyone." We were kept there for more than 2 hours. We had no meals. 2 hours later, I said, "I can't continue staying here. The abbot was dead, but I'm still alive. I have to receive medical treatment. Please let me go back to the village." At first, they didn't listen to my request. But later they said, "Go back to your village, but leave your mobile phones." The incident took place around 10:30 in the morning. Around 4 to 5 p.m., they were informed that we, the monks, are not ordinary and that we are the executive members of the Sangha Nayaka and belong to the Shui Kin sect. Only then they rushed to get near us. "Allow us to take you to Tadadu. Allow us to take you to your destination." The senior monks from the center in Mandalay were also worried. We arranged another transport to Mandalay. Such a troublesome. We faced so much trouble. I am profoundly sad to lose our abbot, who is the future, our sasana. And who mastered the Dhamma teachings. I am profoundly sad. I am profoundly sad. I am profoundly sad. Around 5 p.m., a car with our village monk arrived to meet us. Another car from Kuthada Monastery also came. We drove to Tadayu Hospital with our abbot. But then they asked us not to inject or embalm the dead body. We were assured that we would come and get the body. Then without embalming, the changes to the body cannot be delayed. For that reason, a doctor from Mandalay was brought in to do that. The Tadadu Hospital used to be a township hospital. Now it is a district one. Still, the facilities there are not adequate. It took a long time to get help. We didn't get much help. I don't mean to say which side they are, either government or the PDF. You can guess yourself. We don't want to say the names. We had a great loss. We encountered major risks. I was interrogated many times until they hear what they want to hear. I told the truth. Guns fired about 7 or 8 times from the big truck. I didn't mention who shot us. Maybe it was from the countryside or from the city. We don't want to mention. They didn't get any words that they wanted. I was interrogated 3 to 4 times at the Tadadu Hospital. They asked me to come from a hospital to the Mandalay Kingdom, Central Command office. They said they will provide treatment to my wounds. They said the head of command, the division head, has more questions to ask me. I went to Central Command. From the Wisad Daron monastery. They interrogated me again. They took a piece of glass from my head. My head had 3 stitches and had the bandage wrapped on the wounds. I had to undergo the interrogation and could not return until 9 p.m. They interrogated me 5 times. I said the same thing. I repeated the same answers consistently all the time. I arrived back to the Shin Monastery at 10:30 that night. And around 4 a.m. on the next day, I was offered breakfast. That night, the dead body of the Win Naimmitarane Sayadaw was taken away. Around 4 a.m. on the next day, I was offered breakfast again. We have lunch at 115 Mile Point. We went to the meeting of the Central Executive Committee of Shui Kien. We drove faster to be there. We drove faster to be here. We are not traveling. We went to the meeting of the Central Executive Committee of Shui Kien. We, the monks, are not the enemies. But we had a great loss. I wanted to let all of us acknowledge that our loss is tremendous for us. Here, let me finish my sharing.